Alright guys, check this out. Today on the channel, we've got the Mubview QB320 smart wired security camera sent to us from Mubview to share with you guys here today. Now, looking at the back of the box here, guys, there's some pretty cool specs that are being advertised. 24/7 all-day recording. It supports 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, which is normal for these smart security cameras. But what's not normal is 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi is also supported. So that is cool. On the side of the box here, they also have motion detection, warning and playback, color night vision, HD panoramic view, two-way audio, cloud storage, activity zone, and IP65 weatherproof. Now the QR codes here, guys, the one on the left here is for some operational videos on YouTube. The one on the right, you're going to want to scan that to download the Cloud Edge app, which is available on your iOS or Android device, and that's how you're going to access the camera. Now we're going to get that downloaded here momentarily, but for right now, we're going to get everything that's in the box here on the bench and continue on. In the box, you get a user manual. Now the user manual on this one is double-sided, and it goes over everything you need to know to get the camera installed, paired to the app, and up and running. And they also have the QR code for the Cloud Edge app listed in the manual here as well. I'd suggest downloading that pretty quick here because that's where we're heading next after we're done looking at everything. What else we have? We have a positioning sticker. This is a template sticker for the mounting bracket. Just follow the instructions on the sticker, drill 3 holes, mount the bracket with the included hardware pack, and you're good there. We've got a USB power block here. That's going to be to power up the camera. Right, having a closer look at the camera now, you can see we've got dual antennas, and as I mentioned previously, it supports 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. On the front, you have your 3 LED spotlights, high-def camera, your microphones down here, status light. On the back side is the speaker, and on the underside, we have this waterproof cover, and under that cover will be the reset button and the micro SD card slot. We'll throw a micro SD card in there right now. Close that back up, and we are good to go. So we're going to pair the camera to the app now. So if you haven't downloaded the Cloud Edge app, download that now, and you'll be right where we are now. Going to start by plugging it in at the bench here to power it up. You can see the status light there, lit up, red status light. And there's going to be a boot up procedure here, so we'll just let it boot up, and then we'll start a screen recording, go into the Cloud Edge app, and get this paired. It's only going to take us about a minute or so to get the camera paired to the app. Alright, we're going to go into the Cloud Edge app now, and we're going to start by hitting the plus symbol upper right hand corner, and you're going to add device. Now we can scan the code or add device. Add device is the manual way to add the camera. So you can see, you can just select whatever camera you have here and add it manually. The easy way is to scan code. You can see there's a QR code on the side of the camera. So we'll scan that code. And just that easy, guys. You can see the camera's been detected. We're going to enter configuration.
Please power on the device.
Okay, device has been powered on.
Please reset the device by holding the reset button for 5 seconds. Wait for the indicator light to flash red.
We're just going to follow the instructions that the app is telling us. So we're going to hold the reset button here for 5 seconds. There we go. Now it's going to boot up again. And once it's done booting up, we'll see that red light start flashing, and then we can move on to the next step. Very easy to set these cameras up, just following the app instructions. Should not be too difficult at all. So once we're done booting up here, we'll be moving on, and this camera will be paired to the app. Alright, I can see we got a blinking light. Let's move on. Alright, you're going to select your Wi-Fi. Now, here's one thing, guys. The Wi-Fi that you want the camera connected to, you have to have the device you're using to set up the camera connected to the same Wi-Fi for this to work. And that's the only real thing that you need to know, is that the device you're using to set up the camera needs to be connected to the same Wi-Fi as the security camera.
Connecting. Please wait a moment.
All right. So let's let it do its thing here. Typically it doesn't take very long at all. And there we go, guys. We are connected now. All right, we got the camera paired to the app. Not too difficult at all, just following the instructions in the app there. So let's go back into the Cloud Edge app. And we'll scroll down to where the new camera is. I have it labeled backyard driveway. We're going to hit the gear icon, bottom right-hand corner. And you can see we have the backyard driveway, signal strength 100%, the time zone I'm in, so that's all correct. Beneath there is cloud storage services. So if you want to utilize the cloud storage services, there's some paid services there, and you also have your basic cloud storage, which is free. I tend not to use the cloud myself. I'll use the micro SD card that I've installed, and you can access that from your device from anywhere. So that's the way I prefer, but you may prefer to use the cloud storage options. Personal preference there. So backing out of there, AI intelligent analysis. These are paid AI upgrades that can be used with the camera. There, alarm management. So you can turn notifications on and off. You have your motion detection, which can be adjusted from low to high sensitivity, humanoid detection on and off. Your recording time, 1 to 3 minutes intervals, and then alarmed interval 30 seconds to 5 minutes. Alert plan, what the alert plan is you can customize the day, the time. If you don't want your alarm to be active 24/7, you can fully customize it in the alert plan and set it up to when you need the alarm to be active. And then you also have alarm area, which we'll have a look at once I have the camera set up. All right. We have device share. This is where you would share your device with family and friends. Image settings. So you can screen flip. You have your intelligent night vision, full color night vision, and black and white night vision. So on the intelligent night vision, it's going to be default black and white images, and then it'll cut to color images when movement is detected. And that's what I typically keep it at. All right, backing out of there now, sound settings, microphone on and off, record voice on and off, speaker on and off, and speaker volume is adjustable. All right, and beneath that we have light settings. So the light settings on this one, you can see we have auto, 10 seconds, all the way down to 30 minutes. I'll probably put at 30 seconds. PTZ settings, motion tracking. So that is cool. This camera has motion tracking. We'll definitely be having a closer look, and I will enable that. And regular inspection. And what regular inspection will do is if you add a time period, it'll actually do a regular inspection to where it will start scanning and utilize the full 360 degrees of the camera and start scanning the area during those time periods that you set in. So that's very cool that it has that. And the fact that it has motion tracking, that is huge. So that's going to follow, and we'll definitely be testing that out. What do we have? Privacy protection, recording management. So you can see we have a 32 gig micro SD card in there right now. I'm just going to format that. It's a brand new SD card, so we are now formatting it. We'll wait till that finishes up, and then we can SD card is formatted. Beneath that we have general settings. You can turn the indicator light on and off. Installation guide, they got the full installation guide built right into the app here. And then you can set it for a 24-hour or a 12-hour clock. All right, advanced services, contact us. You can contact Mubview right here. All the information is in the app if you need to get a hold of customer service. And other than that, guys, you can see we can restart device and delete device right through the app. So we're going to head outside, going to get the camera installed now, and then we'll come back in and check out some of the functions and features and test those out before we wrap this one up. camera installed. As you saw, that was very easy. I used the included positioning sticker, laid out the 3 holes for the mounting bracket, installed the mounting bracket with the included hardware, and then just slipped the camera into place, and that was it, guys. And we're going to have a look at some of the functions and features that are offered in the app. So going back into the Cloud Edge app, we're going to scroll down, connect to our live feed. And there you go, guys. Only took about half a second to connect to the live feed. And we're going to look now, starting with the icons along the bottom here, screenshot. So that's going to allow you to take a screenshot of the live feed. Next to that, where it says hold to talk, that's your 2-way intercom. So you're going to hold that, you're going to talk, and then you let go, and you'll be able to listen to somebody on the other end. Next to that, you have your screen recording. So we are now recording the live feed, and you can move the camera as well while you're recording. Kind of line it up, record whatever you need to record there. And then to get that to stop, all you do is hit that record icon again. Motion detection, this is your motion detection settings that we looked at in the settings. We've got them all set up the way we want them there. And actually I said I was going to have a look at the alarm area. So let's go down to alarm area. Alright, so alarm area, you're going to hit the plus symbol bottom left hand corner, and then you can custom select your alarm area. Right, maybe that's where I want that, and then maybe I want to add a secondary alarm area. So you can totally, fully customize it just like that, guys, and you can delete them as well. You can see my cat there. The motion tracking is picked up on my cat. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're just going to delete those, back out, but it's nice to see it's fully customizable. There we go, backing out of there. Now we've got the PTZ. I've been playing with it a bit. Touch that, it's going to allow you to move the camera. And it's very responsive. Not bad at all. I'm actually quite impressed, guys. No lag at all with that. And to get out of the PTZ, you would just hit the center of it, and that gets you out. Lens switch, that's going to turn the camera on and off. So you can turn the lens on and off. Light, press that, it's going to turn on the 3 LED spotlights. And press it again, turn it off. Next to that is your siren, so you can manually engage the siren. And you can turn it off just by pressing that icon again. So next to that is audio warning and strobe light. We'll press that. That's going to be your settings for your alarm. So you can have your audio warning and strobe light on and off. And for your audio warning only, you can have white light warning, and you can have audio warning and strobe light. So you've got some options there. I'm going to leave it just as white light warning right now. And then we have our night vision, intelligent vision, full color night vision, black and white night vision as we previously reviewed. And then you have your one-click tour. Let's click that. So this is going to basically, the camera is going to take a full tour to its limits of view. We'll just let it do its thing here and see. So as it says, 360-degree one-click tour, and that's exactly what it did there. Then we have the album, bottom right-hand corner. That's where your screen recordings and your screenshots would be saved in there. And that's it, guys. We'll go now below the live feed. You can see where we have live selected. Next to that is history. And that's going to be all of our recordings, motion detections. This is when I was getting everything set up. We can move on to a later one here. So you can see the tracking is working quite nice there. Not bad, guys. That motion tracking works quite nice. All right, back into there. Let me go back into live feed here. And next to history is cloud. So if you had cloud storage enabled, that's where you would access your cloud files right there. All right, guys, we're going to get ready to wrap this one up. Thanks again to Mubview for sending out the QB320 smart wired security camera for me to share with you guys here today. Very impressed with this camera. Easy to set up, easy to install, easy to use. And the price tag on this one is quite impressive. Check out the links down below if you want to get some more info or even grab one for yourself. And we'll see you on the next one.